I'm good. I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. We're recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this episode of It's All in the Delivery, episode 20, brought to you by Ups and Browns. Go to upsandbrowns.com, where warriors get their gear. First of all, guys, this is the final week before Christmas. This is it. We are on the home stretch here. Home stretch, guys. All right. So I know everyone's tired. Listen, this is it. The Monday before Christmas. We are all going to get through it here together with this episode. All right. So this one's for you guys. First, let's go around the table. Let me introduce my co-host all the way down in West by God, Virginia. Give it up for Luke. Nomad. Luke, how's it going, buddy?
I just bet a lot of people were like, boy, he sounded overly positive and perky right there for this time of the year. And I just want to let you know, I'm laughing with you.
Hell yeah.
But I'm good, Dave.
I love this time of the year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is the fucking guy. This is the guy that stares at the Christmas tree. It reflects. But no, Dave actually... He made me on Andy's episode because Andy Von Six, shout out to Andy. She said I was just like her because, you know, she was like, not, she was more Grinchy because of what we, you know, the work schedule and whatnot. And hearing Dave talk, I was like, well, damn, yeah, I mean, he's right. And you get them moments, but like when you actually experience them, it's different and it hits you different. Yeah. So to hear somebody say it and it was good, touche, Dave. It made me a believer. And Andy too, I think. Thank you.
And moving on to our guest today, guys. Our guest, let me tell you something about this one. I mean, I probably shouldn't have to say much because everybody knows him. Everybody loves this guy. All right, our guest today, he is from Pathetic, Connecticut. You've seen him on YouTube. You've seen his videos on Facebook till his account got hacked. And now most of you follow him on Instagram. He's happily married with 3 boys. He is probably the funniest guy I have gotten the pleasure to meet. And Luke and I are proud to call him our friend, our co-host, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bobby Hoyt. How are you, buddy?
Man, that's amazing. Thank you. Can we say that on the phone every time we pick up? Hey, Dave. Good morning.
Yeah.
Best moderator in the game.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we
I think that's a good way to positive way to start the day, to say the least.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave got me today before I even left the building, and he was ready to go before chocolate milk or anything. And I was like, Dave, I didn't even leave yet. Yeah. He's like, let's go.
Dude, I was pumped.
It's always a good way to start.
Yeah. You know?
I still don't, that chocolate milk doesn't slow you down at all, ever.
No, but then Bobby mentioned about how it was like, I don't know what time it was, fucking 5 o'clock. He's like, oh, you got the chocolate milk? I was like, no. If I drink chocolate milk that late, then I'd probably feel like lethargic. You know?
Okay, maybe I guess.
I couldn't do it in the later of the day. No way. It just wouldn't sit right.
Do you drink coffee?
Negative.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Well,
intense,
maybe
right?
that's what. Yeah. Maybe. Fuck. Maybe if I was drinking chocolate milk in the morning and not coffee, I would still have a hairline. Because I've got 2 generations on both sides of the family that have all the men have solid hair.
You have to ask them about chocolate milk.
Yeah. Maybe it could have been. Maybe that.
Jesus.
Uncle John, do you drink chocolate milk? Yeah, why? Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. So, guys, first of all, thanks to everybody that tuned in to the live podcast that was just this past Saturday. And huge shout out to everybody there that chimed in.
Yes, it was fun.
It
Fucking
most certainly
amazing.
was. I know, it was awesome. I mean, there was probably some hiccups,
Some unexpected shit, I'm sure.
Yeah, but not a big deal, right? But
Absolutely.
anyways, we're here.
Yes.
We're here with Bobby as our guest today, and I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to this one because a lot of people have been following you for a long time and all that good stuff. So I know Luke and I are excited to do this one with you. So let's get it underway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go. I'm ready. I'm good.
He's good. He's ready. So,
Well,
go ahead.
no, I was going to say, however you wanted to fire it first, I know how we standardly go into it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. I know with the questions that I had, maybe you should go first if we're going to start how we got started.
Oh yeah. So Bobby,
so
take us back to your childhood, bud. Like where did you have you always been in Connecticut? What town did you grow up in? Has it always been
you want childhood? Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good one.
Take us back a little bit.
Born in Connecticut. We got little islands out here. We used to take the boat out to the islands and just fucking chill for like weekends. Good times. I remember my dad, he worked not overnight, maybe unload for FedEx. And I remember drawing,
I
never knew that. Yeah.
So I think that's what started my relationship with cardboard because everyone, your dad's always a superhero. And then I found out, Schmedlex was second best. So I went to the company. But so he worked for Schmedlex. And then let's see. I don't know, a couple soccer seasons in there. And back was in high school, had my first son at 17. And I said, "Oh, what am I going to do?" And this dude showed up in high school with this crazy looking uniform. And he was like, "You want to sign this paper?" And I was like, what happens if I sign this paper? And he's like, "You get to go around the world." And I was like, "Sign me up." So I signed up. Then I was in boot camp. And then I was in Iraq. And I was like, "Oh shit." And then I came back and I was like, "I want to drive trucks again with no doors because Humvees don't have doors." And then this other guy showed up in a suit and he's like, "You want to sign this paper?" And I was like, "Yeah, what happens if I sign this paper?" He's like, "You get to travel the world." I signed the paper and I've been traveling Fairfield County for 13 years. Boom. Nutshell.
Wow. That's Jesus.
Dude, I was going to say, because Dave, I know, listens to Rise Against. Do you know what song I'm thinking of when I say what he said there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like, damn, that sounded like the Rise Against song when you said they approach you and you travel the world.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
that's exactly what
God,
I said in the song.
I forget the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all I was thinking. I was like, damn, I know Dave will know what I'm thinking about when I say the Rise Against song.
This dude told me that they train you not to sweat. I was in high school and I believed him because it was like 90 degrees out. He was up to here in his uniform. And I was like, "How are you not sweating?" And he's like, "They train us not to sweat."
Dude.
And I was like, "Sign me up."
That's intimidating.
So to say that the term grow up fast. You were a father. You were in the military or in Iraq. And dude, I'm telling you right now, I mean, you've heard my stories of, when I was that age and shit, I could say hit me with a fuck because I'm like thinking fuck. I mean, dude, it's remarkable and much respect because I mean, it's hard for me to even grasp how, I mean, it just, because I was thinking of, the college years and whatnot and all that. And we've talked about that, but that is the biggest compliment I could give, dude, is damn to grow. I mean,
yeah,
that's remarkable.
It's just crazy, man.
Impressive.
Like, when I got back from boot camp, I remember my friends were like, bro, I've been here chilling. I've been chilling. And I'm like, I just went through like 3 months of training and I screamed kill numerous amounts of times. And like, they're like, why do you walk funny now? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. And it's just weird to see that there wasn't a standstill, but you're not going to fucking go out and get a career in between the summer of high school and college. So everybody was kind of in the same spot, and I came back totally different. And it was like, whoa, what the hell's happening?
Yeah. So where did the missus fall into this?
That's
because you guys been together for 16. You just celebrated your 16 last month, 2 months ago.
2 months.
And you've been battling cardboard for 15, 16 years. So how did she play a factor into this here?
So while I was in high school, let's see, I had my son, I was junior year. So going into senior year, I knew this was my last free schooling. Like after that, I have to pay for it, but that might be a little rough because there's a little guy depending on you. So I took as many classes as I could. I went to my guidance counselor and I was like, I want to do this senior project. And my guidance counselor looked at me and she was like, you are unorganized. Your hair is 2 different colors. You're not doing this. There's no way you're going to accomplish this. Then my buddy pokes his head out. He goes, bro, take this class. There's a lot of hot chicks.
Come on.
And I was like, I want that one. So I picked that one. She was like, yeah, you could do that one because you just go after Mrs. Nomad. Oh, sorry. So I'm like, yeah, sign me up. And you just go there after school. I think it was like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and you go for an hour or whatever. So I totally missed the first class, and they send an email or something. They're like, where were you? So I walk in. I wish the queen could tell you this story. Apparently time stopped and the fan hit me and my hair was blowing in the wind.
Come on.
So I walk in late. You know me, I'm late, right? I'm consistent.
Yeah.
I walk into the class late, already missed a class. No one knows who I am in the whole fucking class. And I'm just like, oh, shit. And I'm like, oh, I'll take a seat, whatever. Turns out I went to like middle school with like half of her friends. So after class, they bombard me in this little, the girl circle that you can't dance with because we're just having a girls' night. Just leave us alone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all of a sudden, it was cool for me to be in the middle. They surround me like hyenas and just firing questions. Like,
oh, boy.
But that puts you in like the level, because I mean, I can remember as a kid, man, that if you were that guy, that was a big deal, though. It was, if you got accepted into that circle.
At that time, I
didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Average, at that time, I was.
I mean, that's not something that a C grade is going to get you. You're going to have to get a B or an A- at least.
So yeah, they surrounded me and they were like, you have a child and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, that's a rough thing to talk about at 17.
Sure.
And so we're like, yeah. And I get a phone call maybe 1 week later. And they're like, hey, guess what? Which friend likes you? And I was like, please be my wife. I was like, this lady, she's great. She has a great personality. And the other one is very cute. But I want to place my bets on my wife. And she was like, yes, that's the one. And I was like, hit the mute button. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. But that's middle of high school.
Yeah.
So we had class together and there was like a long high school career of like flirtation and go to see her at her school and whatever. So then there's a child in the mix. My son's mother, who was a lesson to be learned and a blessing looking back at it.
Absolutely.
And then I went to Iraq. I went to boot camp and then went to Iraq. But then after you get shot at and you get trying to blown up and like, you see shit, you're like, I'm not going to waste any more time. So I came back and I was like, look, I like you a lot. And let's go in my minivan. I had a Dodge 94 Caravan.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And bro, like for her, like she's like, yeah, sure. Really? You're a keeper. You're a fucking keeper. Let's go.
That's awesome, dude.
That
So
is awesome.
so then how long was it between that time until you proposed?
So got back from Iraq like that summer, and
Or like when was it
that
official that like you guys were boyfriend, girlfriend, dating, and when was it official?
hold on, this is a good question. I have to like look in my diary or something. It was the summer. Yeah, I got back from Iraq in the summer. She was up at college, so I would go up to college. That's the only time I went to college was for parties and for the
That's
missus,
all. I mean,
right?
then you won.
Yeah, I didn't
won.
pay a dime. I just
You got your wife. You went to parties. You got no debt.
Yeah.
You won. You won, dude. I mean, you fucking won.
Bro, I think it's only a year. Not even. I don't even think it's a year. I think I got back, and a lot of people say military thing. It's like you military guys get married and blah blah. Bro, when you write your will and then go and get almost killed,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, well, fuck it. I might as well get married. And
Yeah.
so we got married October of that year.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I came back and was like, yo, you're the one. Like I wrote you letters the whole time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you got to write the letters. She wrote me one back. She's smart. She didn't like sell me the dream because she didn't know what was going on, but she was like, I'm here. Like, you can come home. You got to prove it to me.
Yeah. Wow,
But yeah,
that's awesome.
got married in October. Son was born in February. You can do some math there while you're driving and remembering your next 5 stops. And and then I started preload. I started preload because my brother-in-law was like, bro, you're going to need benefits. And I know a company with them. Boom, right to preload.
I know companies. Sure, it's like I feel like just bringing like putting it around that boat. Hey, benefits.
Oh my God.
Coming on.
That's all they need on preload is for everybody to sing the fucking song. I load the trucks all day. Jesus Christ.
It's like the opening scene to Frozen. Cold winter and finding, or whatever the fuck it goes. And they're all digging the ice together and shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, anyways, no. Wow.
So it was. I hadn't heard that.
So married, kid due in February.
Yep.
So take us. So you had 1, 2. So there was one more after that.
That was 2 of them. Yep.
Yeah, and then the third one popped out.
Third one popped out right before top pay. So I can't do the math, but
Sure.
was in preload for a while, for 3.5 years. And then the driver came up and just like every good wife, she's like, go driving. So I went from, the 3 jobs of preload of like, preload, landscape, this, that, whatever, a waiter, and got 1 job. And then when you get it, you're like, oh my God, look at my 1 job. And you're running and just loving life.
Yeah.
So true.
Right?
So true.
I was so happy, man. There's an old Italian guy named Sal. He's like, give it a couple years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you. I love this job. I was telling you the other day, Dave, we get to ding dong ditch. We get to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
All day.
We get to go backstage in places or back behind places where people normally don't get to go. We have a pretty good job. It's pretty exciting, But so give us real quick, what's the ages of the kids right now?
19, almost 16, and 10.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And without the beard, people would be like, what? Are you kidding me?
You look like you're 22.
Right?
I'm like, that's a pretty basic answer, but anyway,
Ah.
we're gonna work up to it all.
That beard is coming in nice, by
yeah,
the way.
Dude, I've been combing it. I like brush it and put oils.
Do you?
Dude,
Just olive oil from the kitchen. I don't know if that's good.
See, that's what the side. See, that's what I can't grow, dude. That's why I have to stick with the Jack Sparrow half-ass goatee, because this I shaved it. It's not normally, but it would be patchy and shitty. I couldn't grow.
Oh, the
full
goatee
beard.
goes for you though, bro.
It does.
I mean,
it totally
got
works
to.
with you.
I'm glad. I appreciate it.
So full time now. You got up the full pay. 3 kids later.
Living the dream.
Absolutely. And here we are still, right?
Living it. Yeah.
That's it. And now you're 16 years in.
4 more? What do you say?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
What, 4 more?
4 more years.
Oh,
And
I
then-
can live with that.
And then podcast
Right.
Yeah,
Every day.
every day.
I'm 36. Yeah, I'll 4
right?
more. I'll be fine with that. I'll be
Fucking
fine with
great,
that.
man.
Yeah. So at what point in your career with the company did you start making videos? How did that start? What gave you that?
Company.
What planted that scene in your head? It was like, I'm going to make a video and it's going to
Well,
be funny.
So
And hold on. And
yeah.
2-part question besides when did that start? But do you remember the first video you ever made?
Yes.
Oh, good
Yeah,
question.
that's okay. Start and first. I wrote that down.
Okay.
So I think a huge part and awesome thing of this company job is once you get this one full-time job, it's like it meets your survival needs, and then you can like move on to being creative and like find your real thing you have to do.
Sure.
So once that happened, I got like the top pay, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was driving. It was either New Year's Eve or before or after New Year's, and the song "Black and Yellow" came on. And do you recall this? It was quite a long time ago.
I know the song.
Oh
of
yeah.
course.
Oh yeah.
And,
A lot of Steeler fans here.
yeah.
That
So
song.
I'm just like, I'm driving, and I'm like, this guy. I'm working for X amount of dollars per box stop, and he says "black and yellow" 4 times, and then he yells and he's probably a millionaire. And I was gassing up the truck, and I look at it, and I was like, the fucking truck is brown and yellow. This uniform is brown and yellow. Underwear brown and and I'm just like, oh my God, brown and yellow. And I don't know. I've always had ideas, right, Dave? We talk all day. It's fucking ideas. And this one just had to happen. I don't know why. So I go to Best Buy. I pick up Adobe Premiere, ad read, and then I pick up something else. And I'm like, I got to edit this. I don't know how to edit. My computer is from 1995. And by the time I was done with the whole video, it was like crashing. So I cut parts of Wiz Khalifa's video. I put some of mine in. I even covered the logo, but I made brown and yellow. And in like 2 weeks, it went across the country. It was like in California somewhere. And some woman was like, you're the guy from Brown and Yellow. And then just like, was it Courtney? They bring you into the room. They're like, you're going to lose your house. I was just signing the mortgage. Like I wasn't moved in. But the guy was like, you're going to lose your house. I was like, bro, it's a video. Calm down.
Yeah.
So literally video number 1
Was the banger. Like, yeah, that was
the one that they were like, and holy shit.
Mm-hmm. But that was the best part because I was like, oh, this wasn't like, it's not like I'm not good at it. Like the first one I made I was like, I got to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, that would give you, that's motivation because you're like,
Right.
damn, I got their panties in a bunch this bad over one video. I must be all right.
So luckily for me, she was finishing up her master's. So we had both sons at that time. She was finishing up her master's. So when she would do homework, I would go shoot video. And I was just clicking away and like working on how to do all that stuff. And but then it slowed down because she stopped her master's and the videos that I was producing were just like practice, I guess you could say. So then majority of that time we like moved into a house. We did all the family stuff. And I think the videos picked back up when it got to that manager. I think I was telling you about Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So then shit got, well, it wasn't even the manager, just volume went crazy. And I kept reaching out. I was like, hey, Dave, are you heavy over here? You know, I would just meet Susie and Rich, and everyone's like, yeah, it's heavy. And I made one video about walking up a hill. And then that was like, I don't know, 300 views. And I was like, aha, I'm famous. 300. I came home. I remember. I was like, honey, I got 300 views. I'm ready to retire.
And so,
Couldn't believe it.
what do you remember? How far in with the company you were when that happened?
The second go around.
Yeah, the second time you're like, I'm gonna keep doing this. I don't care.
Yeah, the second go around was like, I don't even know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay. Oh, ago. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Damn, dude. It's so funny
It's
because
nuts, right?
Yeah, because that was probably around the same time when I started the
When you did yours.
Yeah, right. And it was the same thing with me too, with not to pull the conversation away from you, but it was my first video. It was the same type of deal. It was my first video. I didn't have a room full of people and laptops and dark room or anything like that. But yeah, it was like the same thing with me though on that first video type of thing. So, but
I'm just knocking on wood.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, let's don't get in trouble here now. But
doesn't it give you the hype up? Or you're just like, whoa, that was my first try.
Yeah,
I got something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like mine, it had over 1,000 views in less than 24 hours, and it was just like, wow. You know, and you're like, holy cow, like this has over 1,000 views, and it happened so quick in less than 24 hours. The higher ups already saw it, and then it was like, nope.
And then the same thing we've talked about it before, but just oh my God, look what I'm doing for this company. Like They did something great for me. Look it, guys.
Right. Here I am spreading holiday cheer and something funny and during the most difficult time of the year. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
And, I was waiting for it.
I know you were. That's why I was like, I could feel it. That's why I had to bust it out.
Sonk. But like, yeah, dude, it was the same type of thing. It was the same deal.
Yeah,
but
insane. So the second the first go around was just winging it. I didn't know what was going on. The second go around was like, okay, how do we do this? How do we string together like all the states, all the hubs, all the people, and then the comedy was the best way to do it. Like it was crazy because everyone related to each video from anywhere. They were like, yep, that happens here.
Right. And did you start on YouTube or was it Facebook? Because I feel like before the whole Facebook crap happened, you had a large following on Facebook.
Yeah, that was, I tried to intertwine everything. Like I tried to connect Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, like just try to everything connect to one place.
Just everywhere.
That's what Facebook was. What I saw was the helper video. Well, that was your first on Facebook because I wasn't on Instagram yet, and that was my first video I saw, and I was like, "Damn!" When you said no, I'm not cold, I was like, "Oh my God, fucking genius!" I was like, "So fucking true."
Never bring a fucking jacket.
Yeah, right.
I'm fine. Do you have gloves? It's fucking winter. Like they gave me a guy today. He couldn't walk, and like he could, but he had like a limp. Like it was not. He could not be brisk if he had to. And I told this to the center manager. I'm like, bro, this guy can't walk, and he's like, we hired a helper that can't walk. Like that's his only job is to walk. And I was like, I know.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
That's the only fucking requirement.
I mean, let's be honest. Where do they hire these people from? We all, everybody that listens had a bad experience once, and they're like, "Where did we get these people from?"
It's insane, and it's like, I always wonder, like, what do you do the other fucking 10 months of the year? Like, how do you survive? Like, what the fuck kind of programs are out there for you to just, like, what do you get? Free mac and cheese for fucking lunch I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I need to know who's paying for these programs. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, it's so true.
Oh my God.
It's so true. So with with making the videos, all of that good stuff, you came up with some brilliant characters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I want to dig into these characters. So Luke just mentioned the helper. The helper video, that was helper Jeremy.
Yep. The helper guy turned into Jeremy.
Yeah. And so obviously we know where the thoughts of Jeremy came from because we've all experienced it.
Yeah.
And is that just like, did you actually have a legit thing like that? Like, take us to it. Like, what made you create Jeremy?
So Jeremy had to be like, I don't know, just unsure. They're always unsure because it's, you get thrown into a job and you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We don't have time to like really go over anything. So it's like, they're unsure the whole fucking season. They never know what to do.
Hold on. I fucking hope someone's listening to this on their fucking Bluetooth speaker with a helper in the car.
They're just looking over like me. And, dude, every helper video I said, they were like, yo, that's you. And they're like, oh, really? Like some people said the helper video helped the helper because they could see what they were doing.
What?
Yeah. I had a couple, only a couple, but they were like, the helper can see that they're standing in the way and not getting out of the truck.
This is like, what not to do.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do this.
Wow.
Yeah, so Jeremy is just unsure, and then I just needed extra costumes to just make it a little different.
Yeah.
I don't think I had. I remember my first one, and I felt bad. It was 2008 when everything crashed, and this old dude jumps on my truck, and sorry guys, if you're sitting in that seat, you probably didn't make the right decisions just yet. Don't give up, but you didn't make the right decisions, right? Mm-hmm. So when you're sitting, like this old guy gets in, I'm like, hey, so what'd you do before? And he's like, oh, I was on Wall Street. And I'm like, bro, that's when it clicked, right? Because I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
I had a kid at 17. Like everyone was like on my shit. Like, what are you going to do? Da, da, da. And now I'm the guy driving, and this Wall Street guy is like, where do you want me to go next? Like he was kind of dweeby. Like
the Wall Street guy is now making $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I remember getting a tip and I was like, here, do you want this, buddy? Like, and because he needed it. Like he had a house, family, like Jesus. More than I had. Right. But like, that sucks, dude. Like and he didn't know how to interact in the real world because he had a specific, talent of like Wall Street. So he was like, where do I go now? And I'm like, right there. I parked in front of the house. Go there. But it's amazing because you made millions of dollars last year, but everything crashed. But go to that house. So
damn, dude.
Can you imagine?
No, that would fucking suck.
Mm-hmm.
There I was preloading in. You know what I was doing when the economy crashed? I was sitting there. I was preloading. I was making no money going.
I was hammered.
I was hammered going, hey, nothing's changed down here, you motherfuckers.
Like this.
Yeah. Saying. We got job security with great benefits.
Oh my God. So, and there's a couple other, two other important.
Hold on. I just thought about that Bluetooth thing where you just said another helper sitting there in the seat. And he's like, He's like, fuck this guy. I make great decisions. Guess what, Jeremy? No, you didn't. Now go put this shit in your headset, okay? Damn it.
See what I'm saying, though?
Fucking make sure you use the 3 points of contact.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my God.
They're tired of them already anyways. They're like,
oh, yeah.
Fuck days.
Dude, there was one of the best helper videos last year I saw on the news. And what makes me laugh now, I'm thinking, God, everybody thought 2019 sucked. But so I just, and I know it's a helper because I see the uniform.
Yeah.
I see the vest.
Yeah.
The news doesn't say that. The news says, company driver.
Yeah.
Getting out. And I mean, this dude gets out and just baseball throws this box at this garage.
Oh my God.
And it just walks away. And they were talking about, they were trashing it, but I couldn't help but lose it because I was like, that poor driver. You never saw the driver. I was like, he was in there sorting the truck.
Yeah.
Had no idea that his helper was about to make national
This dude
news.
fucking 95 mile an hour fastball to the garage door. Jesus Christ. Jesus. So with Jeremy came two other very important characters that that popped up. I don't even know. So who came first? Because all right, so let's go through them because there's three main ones. Okay, you had Jeremy,
Yep.
you have Supervisor Rich,
Oh, Rich. Okay.
Rich, and then you also had the
Is it Todd?
Yeah.
Todd?
yeah, Todd,
The
right?
customer. Yeah, he just
Todd, the
got me.
customer, the fedora hat, Hawaiian shirt wearing
The customer.
Todd. So who came first when you started making those videos? Was it Jeremy?
I think Jeremy was last.
Oh.
Jeremy was last because I think so. I'm not good at remembering, so
Yeah.
I could totally be lying. But I just needed to have a helper guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, it's okay if you don't remember. It's
Yeah.
all right. So let's move on to Rich.
Rich was the outlet, like I was telling you today. So all the supervisor stupid shit, when they call you and they're like, "What are you doing out there? What are you making videos? Why is your spore down?" Like, it's all the same across the country, and it was just stupid. So when I had really bad managers, dude, I could make Rich videos for days. Like, it was just there. And I would just take all the bullshit and I would just go, bleh, and I would just say stupid shit on the camera. And I was like, oh, such a relief. But then I switched hubs. I legit, before peak, it was November, and I left the hub and my manager's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm going to see my friends." He was the worst. He's the worst probably human I've ever met. Besides the guy at Costco. It's a tie. But he just had everything just fucked up. And I'm just like, so I went to Stratford and bro, I didn't have any, I called out one day in the maybe it was after peak. And my supervisor said, "Everything okay?" And I looked at my phone.
Pardon?
Yeah. I was like, "Did you just talk to me like a human?" He was like, "Yeah, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm just calling out. Yeah, you got enough guys?" He's like, "Yeah, you're good. I'll see you tomorrow." Oh my God. That's when Supervisor Rich videos took a plummet because I didn't have any assholes.
You didn't have any contact.
See, and the thing is when you have somebody like that asshole that you had before, when you get other people that are actually sincere and nice, in my experience, it's almost like you get more nervous. You're like, wait a minute, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you're a serial killer. I know it. I know you
right?
are. It's obvious. You can't cover this up. So I realized that I didn't have any shit to bitch about.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is a good life. I was like, I'm going to switch back down. They're like, can you make up your mind? And I'm like, look, my videos are going away. I need content. Back down to the shit show. And there it was. Woo!
Jesus. Wow. Dude, that's just, isn't it funny though? Because because what you did with Rich and creating the whole look the black collar, the aviators, the Bluetooth headset, the clipboard.
Going to sleep, waking up in the aviators.
Yeah.
Great.
Like
there's one supervisor that there's a big part of the Bluetooth and like I don't know. His name is Edwin. I think it's Edwin. Shit. He was a 20-year driver, and all of a sudden he goes management. And this dude, he trained me when I went up to Stratford. He actually called me when Brown and Yellow came out. He goes, "Yo, is that you? I seen you on the internet." And I was like, "Yeah, holy shit, it is." But this guy's the first day we're out, he talked with a cigarette in his mouth. Yeah, he always had a cigarette.
Nice.
And he's like, I studied Muay Thai and just rah 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 rah, just big and loud, big fucker. And he's just like, "Yeah, I studied Muay Thai and I beat people up and I had lots of sex with lots of women," and just like had the Bluetooth and everything, the aviators. He had it all, but just the fucking, and a little bit of him went into that character because he was like extraordinary. Like, "Oh, I did everything." Like if you said I have a podcast, he's like, "I have too." Like,
yeah. Like, well, them guys.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow, dude, this is so awesome to like find out like how your characters came to life. I find it interesting because it's funny because I'm sure a lot of people who listen to this have somebody like that. You know what I mean? Or has had a supervisor like that.
Everybody's had some kind of shade of Rich. And I'll go, since this is Bobby's episode, I'll go ahead and make sure it's on here for the podcast episode. Is I've said one of my favorite lines of any of his videos was one of the most subtle lines, that it was when his truck was on fire and he called Supervisor Rich. And he just said, "What do you want me to do? I'm a supervisor." That just always resonated with me so fast.
It's so fucking true.
It's so true.
And that's what like, it's just so crazy because it's so true.
Yeah.
But then you can't make this shit up. And that's why it's so funny, I think, you know?
That was the best part. Like I just had to remember, I can't remember dates. Okay. I know a pretty basic guy that can. And like, it's just like, I can remember all the shit that happens. And I'm like, oh, and I would just fucking regurgitate it. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's funny." No, this shit really happened.
Yeah.
It really happened.
Well, dude, I was going to say I don't know if it was more of a statement or question, but I was saying how I'll go ahead and start with how I ended up coming into contact with you through Mrs. Nomad, actually, because to summarize it, I had a rollaway, not a bad rollaway, if there's such a thing, but I had to braid it up as a rollaway with not a lot of damage. But anyway, Ashley had messaged Bobby, and I had just been on Instagram. I'm not on it long, and we were working Saturdays because this was during peak, and he made an Insta story saying something about, making mistakes. And hot damn, there she is right there speaking the devil. So I'm actually talking about how I met Bobby, and so she messaged. Yeah, I know. I'm giving you your praise, and so I was like, how the fuck did he know I got in an accident? And I was telling the guys, I was like, how the fuck did he? Just dumbfounded, stumped, not having any idea that could have been the possibility. So that was sort of how we came into. My question was, do you feel responsible? Because everybody, I feel like you were you've always said you might not have been the first, but I feel like Dave would probably agree. I would say you were the pillar of starting, at least on Instagram, because I haven't been on Instagram long, so I can't say for longevity. I know there's been people on Instagram for like 8 years, so maybe there was somebody. I'm saying, for what I've seen and for the people that I've met and came in contact with now, I mean, that was basically that all stemmed from you. You were the base because everybody, like people commenting on your videos or however it would be,
Right.
and you would just meet other cardboard warriors. So I don't know if you, I'm sure you're aware, but I guess that'd be more of a thank you. I don't know, but it's fucking awesome what you did.
Definitely, you're welcome. It goes back to we were talking earlier, Dave and I, and he
of course we were
podcast, right? Yeah, of course.
course
do we have to state that anymore?
I'm pretty sure everybody knows that we talk every day.
You know, we talk. Yeah, we're gonna talk all day. So
4 hours.
We do. We talk like. Yeah. The company's going to be like, oh, the spore's down in between these hours, huh?
Yeah, right.
So with the shitty manager, he was shit, and our warriors were like plummeting, like with morale. And I was just finishing a book of some sort of John Maxwell or something of like leadership or how to or whatever. And he said that you could lead from the bottom. Like you didn't need to be the CEO, but you could lead from wherever you are. So that peak, I started going around and like I would just clap every morning, just fucking go up to, let's go. And then they would try to get out and all the new guys are trying to get out. And then you do a little this. And then once they're good, you really get them. You really get the, like the aircraft carriers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I'd like kneel down. And so I just started doing that. And then I'm like, okay. So we got the home base like pretty motivated. And then the comedy just connected everybody with the same bullshit. Like we were all in peak. We all had crazy helpers. We all had supervisor riches. And I was just like, what can we all agree on? And then how can we make it funny because it's all bullshit? So then they just gave us everything. Like here's Ed, here's Orion, here's just fucking easy to make fun of. And then everyone's like, I totally agree. And I was like, all right, cool. We're all laughing. And now let's all get motivated.
Oh, dude, totally. And I think that's why a lot of people follow you and love your content because it's all the shit that they can relate to
every day.
Every day. And that's I guess that's kind of goes back to with everything with this podcast now too, is you hear people say like, we can relate to it. And that's why we're hooked on it. And, so it goes back to you're making the videos too, is everybody can relate to that. And everybody thinks it's funny because it's like, holy shit, like you can't make this up. This happened to me too, And
there's a guy next to you in your loop. He might not agree. You'll be like, this sucks. And he'll be like, yeah, that's cool. I love overtime. I just hate living a life outside of here. And you're just like, yo, I can't be the only one to think like this.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you go online and you meet awesome people from upstate New York or West by God, Virginia. And you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to find the people with the right attitude,
Yeah.
Totally. And so there's still one more character that we haven't mentioned yet. And we mentioned, but we haven't talked about him. Todd, the Hawaiian shirt, fedora wearing son of a bitch.
Every annoying customer and everything that you ever ran into that you don't want to run into, you don't want to see him again.
Was there one specific customer where you were like, I need to pull this and take it and mold it and create this character? Was there one guy that like you're like the way he talks? Is it the way he dresses? Was there anything, or were you just like, I got to make this guy absolutely ridiculous?
The best thing about the costumes is like, yeah. Well, I want to say this. It's recording. The best thing about the costumes is, shit. I'm gonna go for it because
just do it. It's okay.
Last time. I used to rock that though. Hold on. So this one is Todd's, right? But this might be Todd's new one.
Is that yours?
Nice.
These were in my closet. So my brother was either moving out or doing something. And he's like, yo, you want these fucking Hawaiian shirts? And I'm like, fuck yeah. I don't know why I needed those Hawaiian shirts now, but they came in handy.
Absolutely.
For Todd. But I used to rock those in high school, bro. I used to I don't know what I was thinking.
90s?
I'm gonna see. I don't know.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was 90s,
It's cool.
early
Okay.
2000s. Oh, yeah,
go.
dude.
Like, nah,
because
I don't know.
I've looked, dude. I saw Can't Hardly Wait. You guys remember that movie? Jennifer
I think
Love
so.
Hewitt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. Yeah, I gotta say Jennifer Love Hewitt. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
But that was on.
Hey,
I
Luke,
forget what
Jennifer
that was
Love
on the
Hewitt,
other day,
Luke.
But, so that was made.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Go.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, 1979, and
Hold on. Fact check. Fact check says she was born in February 21st, 1979.
there we got it, man. I was actually a little nervous on that one because it'd been a minute since I
Unreal.
thought Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Fuck, dude, he was
about the 90s.
He was so quick on the draw, too. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. So I always try to do it as fast as I can, so people don't think I'm looking it up on my phone.
He's
till
not.
I prove them. I know. I know. I wish I was, but I'm not.
I'm automatic.
But no, I was just saying I was watching that and I infoed it because I really did. I was like, when the fuck did this come out? And so it came out in 98. And I was looking at the shit people were wearing and I was like, damn, man, I was kind of dressing a little bit Kenny G-ish or whatever his name was with the real baggy ass pants. And I was like, damn, dude. It's like, yeah, I kind of did look, it looked kind of goofy. So yeah, I think it just happens, dude. It just,
dude,
get old and you look back and you're like, oh, fuck.
And listen, I'm going to say a little something too, right? So me and my wife just watched the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion. That's on HBO Max.
No shit.
Oh my God. Nostalgia. Like you wouldn't believe, And I mean,
it just puts a smile on my face thinking
hell
about
yeah,
it.
dude.
Right? Everybody watched it. And speaking of the 90s, that's just reminding me of this. And let me tell you something. Make sure you guys have a fucking tissue box nearby. Holy shit. Bro. All the emotions. You'll be smiling. You'll be laughing. And then you'll be sad. Then you'll be crying. And then you'll be laughing again. And shit,
well, dude, you're going to make me upset because I know Uncle Phil died.
I know, dude. And that's when you're going to fucking lose it. That's when you're going to fucking lose it.
Fuck me. I wanted to watch that. Now
you're not crying. I'm not crying.
Dude.
You're crying.
I'm like, dude, I mean, God bless Uncle Phil.
Dude, Uncle Phil. All right, sorry. Rest in peace. Todd, yeah. So Hawaiian shirt guy got the shirts from your brother.
Yeah. So basically, all the costumes are my shirts. So basically, I used to have a black polo that I wore.
Sure.
Why the fuck? I don't know. But then it became Supervisor Rich's. The Hawaiian shirts, high school, a hoodie. That was like 2 years ago, and I'm like, sweet. I got these characters, and then the Todd part came from my annoying neighbor who keeps trying to take my wife calls it take my land. She's like, the white man's trying to take our land. And I'm like, I am the white man. And she's like, okay, basic though. And I was like, never mind. But just
fuck.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea, my backyard is whatever. It goes far. It goes enough. And then there's like this layer of bamboo. It's very thick and dense. And you can't see the neighbors. And I don't want to see neighbors. But after the bamboo, there's a stone wall. This guy jumps the stone wall and cuts down bamboo. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, I'm just trimming the bamboo. Bro, you're on the other side of the wall. I'm pretty sure it's 2020. Everybody knows how walls work.
Yeah.
You just don't fucking jump them and cut down people's shit. So luckily, I used to be a realtor for a year. And I had a nice business card and I sent him like the plot plan. I sent it like certified mail. Like, here you go. Here's the facts. Sit home with your wife. You can have a cup of coffee. We don't have to have a battle with machetes in the middle of bamboo. If you want to, I'm totally down, but I don't think you want to do that. So it stops for a little while. And then like 2 months later, I think it was quarantine shit. And my son's like, Dad, he's trying to take our land again. And I was like, get him, son. I didn't say that, but his name's fucking Todd. And I just feel like a Todd is a really good character name for an annoying customer or neighbor.
Yeah, it does. It kind of gets that feel, man.
No offense if you're listening right now and your name might be Todd. I love you. Just not my neighbor.
Yeah,
all our listeners just left.
Yeah.
All the helpers that were listening to the podcast are like, "Fuck that guy."
They just jumped out the truck. Fuck this
guess
shit.
what? I'm schizophrenic. You gonna leave me like Dave? Fine then.
Don't worry, I opted out to not have a helper this year because my
I've had to do the world a fucking favor.
I mean, my average is definitely below 500 with with helpers. So yeah. But anyways,
they weren't even. They were like, no. They were going down the list. They were like, Rahowski, no.
Nah. Too much of a liability.
Too much of a liability.
Have an Uber ready.
Yeah, no shit.
Jesus. Oh wow, dude, that's awesome to hear about how all your characters just came to life.
Personalities.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Awesome. So what else do we have for Bobby? We got
do you have anything? You have any surprises? I was getting nervous about not the customer, the online questions.
Oh, yes, we're gonna get to that in a second. But
I was like, oh my god.
You so you have a confession?
Oh yeah, this is a confession from today. Yeah, on the pod. I saved it for the podcast. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, and it usually matches up. But when you get that whiff of old lady perfume, like it just fucking knocks my socks off. I'm like, God damn it, Betsy! Like I don't know where they get it. I don't know if it's a fucking classic smell or it just goes
the classic
wrinkles.
Old lady smell.
Yeah, I don't fucking know what it is, but I'm like, dude, wow.
I remember this now. You saying this because I couldn't remember it when I said it's easy because it reminds you of a simpler time.
I fucking love it. Oh my god!
A simpler time.
You weren't worried about COVID and fucking worried about walking into a room full of people trying to take your job away so you can't pay for your house. You weren't thinking about that shit then. You're just smelling perfume.
Fucking smelling roses.
Oh shit.
Because you know it's good. You know it's good perfume when you're walking into Party City with your mask on. And Susanna is just walking out. You're like, God damn, I can smell it through the mask.
Oh, God.
So I hope COVID doesn't travel on perfume because
that's what I was just thinking. I was like, there's probably a lot of mask people out there that are going, oh no, don't say that. And then there's a lot of anti-mask people going, oh, see, he can smell the perfume.
Say that shit. You can't win. You can't say anything in 2020 and fucking win.
No,
you're gonna have 50% with you, 50% against you.
No shit. Even with Boggs.
Even with Boggs. Well, you know what? I think we might have a monopoly on that.
We may. So we got quite a few responses back from the question of the week. Or the question of the week. Sorry, the listener questions for the hosts episodes. So. Let's start. Some people went multiple times, which is awesome.
Okay.
So we got a few here from Miss Terrific. She says, "What's your favorite cookie?"
Oh, only if she bakes them oatmeal raisins.
Oatmeal raisins, the shit. Yeah. Yes.
See, yep.
Dude, oatmeal raisin is the shit.
Homemade oatmeal raisin. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. You can't get the.
I've tried.
No,
I've tried.
It's just not the same.
It doesn't do it. Yeah.
No, true. Good one. Oatmeal raisin. She
better bake them now. She has to bake them.
We got another two more from her. She says, biggest pet peeve.
I don't know. Did we talk about this?
I don't think so.
When people chew. Like that.
Oh, fuck me. I'm so sorry, bro.
Dude, I can hear that shit from 3 miles.
Could you guys hear me with that gum in my mouth today? Because I had a bunch of gum in my mouth.
No.
Okay, no, Bobby must hate when I chew my celery, though, on the phone.
No, because I think it's walking up a gravel. Every time you're on break, I'm like, why is he walking? Why is he walking so fast? No,
Oh, damn, dude. I thought that was gravel too. Now that you said that, I didn't realize that was fucking celery.
Dude, listen to on Monday. You're going to be like, wow, this guy walks fast. He's like,
Sounded like Minecraft when I'm just fucking picking up.
Me and my boys do that. Well, like when we have an apple, we'll just go.
You just constantly just spinning around like last one from Mr. Terrific says, here's actually a good one. How did you propose to your wife?
Ooh.
I actually dropped the ball, I guess the waiter did. I was 20.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was 20. And we were going out to dinner. I said, let's go out to dinner. It's a nice restaurant. I guess it's pretty fancy. It's on the water. And but we were inside. And I went there before and I said, okay, here are the flowers. And I think it was just flowers. But I was like, here are the flowers. When I ask for the dessert menu, you bring out the flowers. I'm going to propose. Pretty simple, right? So
Basic.
we sit down and like he brings out, or somebody brings out, I guess like the dinner menu. Bro, I was so fucking nervous. Because, yeah, sure, we've been together, the baby's on the way, but I'm like, I'm pretty basic and average at this point. I'm only 20. I didn't have time to blossom yet. So I'm like, what if she says no? So this guy shows up with the dinner menu and the flowers. Bro, I went like full drill instructor mode, or I guess boot camp mode. And I like dropped to one knee. I like fucking lined my sights up and I was like, will you marry me? And she's like, and everyone's like, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, yes, all right, cool. And it totally went so fast. In my head, it went totally so fast. I'm like, I'm looking at the waiter like, I said fucking dessert menu, bro.
Oh my God. Unreal.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to redo that at some point.
Hey, fuck that guy.
Yeah. I guarantee you his name was fucking Todd. Guaranteed. Good question, Misty.
That was. This one is from Key Bro. Says, what did you want to be as a kid when you grew up?
Hold on, I'm just trying to get my K-pasta on. Younger, I was going to be on the Olympic team for soccer. I was going to be 18 years old on the Olympic team. I did the math and everything. I was like, it'll be 2002. And then, yeah, that didn't work. I don't even have an injury where I could say I blew my knee out.
Damn. Luke's just over there shaking his head like,
hey man, I could say this, well, no, this is what'll make you laugh. Well, I don't know to say make you laugh, but here we go with me, my brother and I saying we're just basic average height. We thought we thought if we just practice every day that, we could make it to the NBA, and obviously we didn't. And now I won't go too much into this.
Thoughts are unreal. I fucking love
but
them. I thought if I did this, I would have chest hair or wouldn't have chest hair.
So
I fucking love
the bad thing.
Oh, how you doing? Oh, no hair. I'm good.
So I'll just say this real quick. So one day I'm delivering, excuse me, and father, son out there. The son's out there shooting basketball. And he says pretty much the same exact thing that I said when because he was probably 10, 11 years old. That was probably, my brother was like 8. And I was like, I swear to God, it was like me seeing myself. He's like, I'm going to go to the NBA. I'm going to practice every day. And I said, yeah, that's right. You're going to do it every day. And I'm looking at his dad, who's like 5'6", and I'm like, oh man. I mean, it's like I'm sitting there. I'm like, now that he's experienced life and the shittiness, I'm like, nah. I said, you're gonna make it, buddy. But right there, I'm like, nah, fuck. You're not gonna make it.
You ain't gonna make it, man.
Oh shit.
So I got a few from our boy Gio, Pissed Off Yorker.
Hey yo,
he says, hey yo, how's you doing, motherfucker? I loves you, bitch. Supervisor Rich.
Wait, is that what he wrote?
Yeah.
I thought you were just doing an imitation.
No.
Oh, that's
awesome.
perfect.
Yeah. It's in there. There it is.
Oh, that guy's he's amazing. He jumps out of planes willingly. So
He also has a few more. Says, how does it feel to finally be able to grow your baby beard?
oh my God, it's I think I've waited 18 years to do this, so I'm excited how it turns out. Good question.
Yes, yep. Another one is,
Baby.
hey, yo, I just want to say, Dave, Luke, and Bobby, thank you fuckers for creating this podcast. You're welcome.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome, buddy. Thank you.
Also says, hey, yo, you ever pick up a package and when you bend at the knees, a little shit comes out?
It wasn't shit, but I was doing a pickup at Old Navy, and
Yes.
a fart came out, and the girl has never looked at me the same since. She won't even look me in the eye. She does.
Jesus.
Yeah.
This one from Nika Mommy 323 says, "Are you married or have a girlfriend?" I believe we already answered that one.
Yeah, I'm married, and don't tell my wife I have a girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Hope she don't listen. This one,
Fuck.
oh, totally, fuck. Luke was on it.
Fuck.
This one's from Fitzy Parcel Savage. Says, old uniforms, keep them or ditch them ASAP.
I still rock. I mean, I rock the old ones because they have 2 pockets. Leave it up to the company to give us less pockets.
I have heard a couple other drivers say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm still rocking them.
They're just trying to save money, bro. Cutbacks.
Oh yeah. If we take 1 pocket from each driver, that's 9 million pockets, and that's 3 million in profit. Here, give it to the CEO and fuck their turkeys.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This one's also
Dude,
from Fitzy. Says, will Supervisor Rich fire you again in 2021? Yes or yes?
Yeah. He will. I feel like he's always watching me. It's like he's outside my window. It's ridiculous.
This one's got 2 from fucking Jesus Christ. Am and the say.
Oh, Samantha in Colorado. What up, Sam?
Samantha say. Okay, I see.
She's got one of those backward names where you're like have to decode it.
Yeah, I'm just
She's smart.
it's too late to do that for me. Sorry to butcher that one there, Samantha. She says, Bobby, do you enjoy beets? Beets, BEETS, like the food.
I haven't eaten them, but I've juiced them, and yes, beet and ginger and carrot juice is good.
Well, that's good because she said you come off as a man who enjoys beets very much.
I had to. That's your basic average white joke. I'm sorry. You're bodge.
You bog. This one's also from Sam. Says, do you call next week Thanksgiving week? Do you call next week Thanksgiving? Do you call Thanksgiving week? Do you call next week Thanksgiving week or money week? Or money week?
It's no.
Do you call it Thanksgiving week or money week?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, because of Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Thanksgiving. Well, that's Bobby's question, not mine. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I think you just said the same. You said Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we agree.
I talked to a guy who was like, he requested a 12-hour day. He was like, I love money. And I was like, you're not going to have any time to spend it if you work 12 fucking hours a day. Smart guy. Do the math.
Uncle Sam will.
Yeah. Do the math. Work 12, get home, shower. That's 1 or 2 hours. You have what left? 10?
Sounds about right.
And the side note, when you think you get a lot of overtime and you see the differences is that much in your check, when you put the numbers out, you're like, nope.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. That's what we got for you.
I can't help it. Sometimes I clap.
No,
bro, that's been a good one. I was looking forward to this one, and I think, dude, it was good because I was curious on a lot of things with, especially, all the characters, how you got to where you're at. It's been good, man. This has been a solid. I guess after this episode, it'll be hopefully everybody has a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this is the part when I ask you,
Crazy helper.
Crazy helper.
All right.
Crazy helper. We've heard some.
Crazy helper, but before I was thinking about this, and before we get to that, I want to say that these guys, you might see them and think like, geez, they're handsome or they're funny, but they have good,
bedroom eyes,
sound bites, right?
Oh.
Bedroom eyes.
Oh, sorry.
Fucking radio voices. But these guys are fucking stand-up dudes. Like I know I get to talk to them every day, but they're genuine good people. And I want you guys to know that. Like just listening to them. Because you hear like podcasts, haha, funny, but these are good guys.
Appreciate that, brother.
Thank you, dude.
Now we can go to the helper story.
I appreciate that. So are you, by the way.
Thank you. Helper shows up and he's like ready to go. And he has his plastic bag, his lunch, right? His plastic bag, and he's got like chips, a sandwich, blah, 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 whatever. So the first day he's ready. I'm like, cool, this guy's good. Second day he shows up, or third day, he's got this fucking growth on his lip, right? And as soon as he shows up, he's like, hey, I got kicked in the mouth by a horse or some crazy shit, right? Obviously, he ate some bad salad and he's got something on his mouth. And it's just like,
no, stop.
So he draws attention to it immediately. And I'm like, cool. And he's just like putting fucking ointment on it all day. I'm like, cool, just don't touch me. This is way before COVID. And I was still like, you don't need a mask. I don't need whatever. Yeah, so
we didn't know.
I feel like this is worse.
It's fucking going like he's a good worker. He just, chose the wrong snatch. So he comes and he shows up and he's like, yo, bro. And he's like, I got you. I made you a sandwich. And
no.
Yeah,
that's a hard no.
Did. He fucking did. So he's like, I got you a sandwich, man. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man. I'll put it in my cooler. So I put it in my cooler. He's like, yo, do you want to eat the sandwich? Like, I made it for you. I'm like, it's cool. I'll eat it later when I drop you off. And I throw it in the fucking garbage. And he's like, come on, man. It's awesome. I want you to taste it. I'm like, oh, I'm not hungry right now. I had a big breakfast. And I tried everything. I'm like, dude, who the fuck has big mouth herpes and then makes a sandwich for somebody else who doesn't have mouth herpes? That's fucking bad etiquette, bro. You don't do that. So I dropped him off early. I did not eat the sandwich. But fuck, man, talk about awkward conversations. Like, what the fuck?
It was almost like it sounds like somebody trying to poison somebody. He's like trying to get you to fucking eat it.
Oh, dude, man. Fucking ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Oh,
my fat stomach is fucking hurting.
I was just like, what the fuck, dude?
That kind of reminds me. So I used to before, I think I mentioned it on mine. I used to work at Best Buy, and I think I mentioned on my episode. And there was a woman who she was older lady.
How was her perfume though?
I don't remember her perfume.
Yeah.
But no. Listen, I don't remember her perfume, but she'd always make the entire staff cookies. Okay.
Fair.
But what I do remember from her was the smell of nicotine. And her cookies tasted like nicotine because of how much she fucking smokes. So every time she brings in cookies, like the people that have been there for a little while, they know about her. But all the new kids, yeah, you're just like, oh, cookies? Yeah, go ahead, have some. Go ahead, try them. They're delicious. They fucking bite in, but like, fucking spit them back out and shit, because it tastes like nicotine. And then after that, nobody. Gail was her name. I even remember her name, fucking Gail.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds about right.
A nicotine smoker, old lady.
I feel
Gail,
like maybe because I grew up around cigarette smoking, I still eat the cookies.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to say
no, but the cookies weren't even good. Like they weren't even. They were just bland.
The nicotine. They're there for the nicotine.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
Have you guys seen this picture I saw was a picture of a kid in the 80s, like a 6-year-old's birthday in the 80s. And it had he had to lean over the beer can and the lit cigarette centimeters away from his face to blow out his candles.
When men were men.
Yeah, right.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
like, there's a picture of me when I was like probably 1 years old. I was on my dad's lap with a beer can in my hand.
Fuck yeah.
You know, I was
When men were
it.
men.
yeah. But anyways. Bobby, do you have any questions for us, bro?
Oh, man.
That was so good. Oh, fucking that helper story was a
Well, this is the end for a couple months of podcasting, right?
Oh, well, not for the listener,
No, weeks. Well, weeks.
but for us.
For weeks of podcasting. And then we're going to come back 2021.
Yes.
So do you have anything in store for 2021, guys?
Do we have anything in store? I just hope it's going to be our year, bro, you know?
I'm going to hammer into it. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go. With the sledgehammer. All right. But, yeah, you know, man. Let's fucking grab this life by the, grab it by the balls and yeah, we'll fucking run with it. Bobby, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
brother.
And yes, everybody, listen, fucking thank you guys so much for just the start of helping us make 2020 better, I guess, in a way. This is going to be the last episode for 2020 here. Thank you guys so much for making this something very special. It's really taken its own path and just went with it. And we're just along for the ride as long as you guys are still riding this roller coaster with us. And
Absolutely.
dude, so we're excited for 2021. To answer Bobby's question, we're excited for 2021 and what's in store for us, what's in store for you guys. We're going to be shooting for the stars. We're going to be trying to get some big guests on here, and we're going to try everything we can to, really make it pop off and shit pop off. So, Bobby, again, dude, thank you so much, guys.
Let's go, Warriors.
Everybody out there, have a safe and happy holiday. Happy New Year. We'll see you guys in 2021.
It'll be way better.